Hey everyone in Periscope land. Hey. This is Quanisha Green, the founder and chief activator of the Black Women Rights Movement. So I'm going to allow you all to jump on, and I'm going to turn my phone around because I wanted it to be on my face. Hey there everyone. Just allowing folks to jump on. I am in my car because I just finished a session with a client, my 90-minute profit planning session. And I had some nuggets that I wanted to share with you all. So I'm just allowing some folks to jump on. I know it's Saturday, and while people are jumping on, I'm going to share this on Facebook and some other things so that people can jump on. So if you're coming in, just say hey so I can know how you're doing. Know how you're doing. Like I said, I'm just sharing this so with my Facebook group so folks can jump on. All right, so how are you? So I need to go do my own profit planning right now, and I should have put the hashtag profit planning 2017. Hey there, as folks are jumping on. As you're jumping on, just say hi, how you doing? Today I just wanted to do a brief video on if you are so smart, why aren't you making any money? And this was inspired by the profit planning session I was going to do today. So it's Saturday afternoon. I'm not sure how many people would jump on. So I'm just going to get started for the replay, and I need to run it and do my own business planning today. While I'm kid-free, I'm going to Starbucks for 2 hours to do my profit planning for 2017. So for those who don't know me, my name is Quanisha Green. I am the founder and chief activator of the Black Women Rights Movement. And the Black Women Rights Movement in general, our purpose is to help Black women to take charge of their life and businesses. If you go to QuanishaSmith.com or BlackWomenRise.com, you'll see the movement tab, and it shows that as Black women, we are underrepresented in corporate America, political leadership. Many of us are on, you can say, the lowest level jobs. We make up a majority of those jobs, like admin jobs or frontline jobs. And so I founded the movement so that we could rise, right? That we can start to rise to our next level in life and business. And particularly as the Black Woman CEO coach, what I do is that I help Black women entrepreneurs to get unstuck and implement profitable business strategies so that you can finally start to make money doing the work that you love, right? So the reason why I want to talk about this is that most of my clients are highly educated women, right? So if you're logging into here, if that Black Woman CEO hashtag triggered you, it's because you're a highly educated Black woman, right? So my clients are women who have PhDs, they have MBAs. I've worked with folks who are doctors. I have a master's in social work, right? Some of them, even if you don't have a higher degree, they're in leadership positions in their businesses and jobs. And they have leaderships in their businesses and their jobs, but they're not making the money that they want as an entrepreneur or making any money as an entrepreneur. So I wanted to come talk about that because sometimes my clients, and this happened today during my profit planning session, you all are so smart and that's why you're not making any money. Let me say that again. You are that Black woman with a PhD. You may be a leader already in your own organization. You have a higher degree, whether it's a master's degree, a doctorate, an MBA, or whatever it is. But it is your intelligence that is getting in your way of you making money. And let me break that down. Why? If people are confused, they can't buy from you. If people are confused, they can't buy from you. And people buy, hey there, and people buy solutions, right? You have to say that you solve a problem. This is the amen, I'm a witness. Dr. Ames said that. So you have to be solving a problem for your clients. And so often what happens, and I'm guilty of this too, and this actually what changed my business. This is actually why I started to actually make profits early in my business. Someone said I was having this conversation earlier this week. Right. So what starts to happen is some of us are so intelligent and we have these backgrounds in research and philosophy and social work and counseling. And so we might say, like, I help women to tap into their inner love so that they can heal and take over the world and manifest their desires. And the average person that's sitting there, even other highly educated people, and they're like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Versus saying, I help women get over their last breakup and get their next boyfriend. Right? when you think about what is it exactly that people are searching for, right? What is it exactly that they want you to solve? Even saying I help people improve their life is like, that's such a broad statement. And people need specifics. There's so many ways to improve their life. So what is your specialty, right? Is it that you help them improve their life by eating well? Is it help that you help them improve their lives by, improving their self-love, right? Is it that you help them improve their lives by having better relationships with their partner, or you help them improve their lives by having better conversations with their children? Like, that can mean so much. So you need to get specific. So sometimes we're so smart and we're so cerebral that we don't break down what we do and really communicate the problems that we solve so that people can buy from us, right? So you have to get that clarity, right? And break it down. Break it down. Break it down now. Break it down now. Break it down. Sorry, I kind of tapped into that for a second. I used to do step team. So we used to say, break it down, break it all the way down, right? So it's always said, break it down, shorty. Right. You got to break it down. So I want you to ask yourself, so finish the sentence. I help blank, right? So you can say, I help people do what? I help leaders do what? So I just said, I help Black women entrepreneurs get unstuck and implement profitable business strategies, right? So just finish the sentence, I help blank. And now ask yourself, is that specific enough? Is that specific? Right? So sometimes you can talk about the result that you get, right? Do you help women create digital plans, right? Do you help leaders get their next promotion? Do you help moms help their children to eat healthier, right? So I help blank, and try to get it down to a specific thing. And okay, this person's talking too much. Sorry, I'm on Periscope for those who might be watching this video somewhere else. A specific thing, right? And this is the problem. Another reason why we're so smart, or you're so smart that you might not be making money, is that you're afraid to get specific, right? If you think that you're here to serve the world and you want to serve everyone, you're not going to make any money, right? So think about surgeons. A generalist surgeon makes less than a cardiac surgeon. Anyway, isn't leaving me. I've been talking too much today. I think I want to say a cardiologist or a cardiothoracic surgeon. Anyway, but think about people who specialize in their fields. They usually make more money because they're specialized. Also, another reason why you want to talk about the specific result is that you're going to attract people who are just looking for that result. Because once again, if you say, I help people transform their lives, you're going to be attracting so many people who just want life transformation, right? But you're not calling the right people by name. So if you're a chef and you help people change their life by helping them eat healthier, you might be attracting people who don't want that. And then they're not going to buy from you because that's not what they're looking for, right? So once again, finish the sentence, I help. Write down what you normally say and then ask yourself, is that a specific result? So someone said, I help leaders achieve their big goals in 90 days. Language is thanks to Quanisha. Thank you, Dr. Ames. She's one of the folks I do, one of my clients in various capacities, but recently we just did a 90-minute profit planning session where I help you get this clarity that I'm talking about and get you a plan for profit over the next 90 days. And it all boils down to you getting clear, because once you are clear on the result that you provide, then you can do all the other revenue generating strategies, right? You can produce a free offer that's going to attract people and engage them. You can create your signature product that's going to help you get that transformation for them and assist them, right? Once you also know the particular result that you're getting, you can create content and promotions that's going to speak to that. So, for example, Angela just said that she helps leaders achieve their big goal in 90 days, right? So it might be like, well, how do you achieve a big goal? Or what is necessary to achieve a big goal? What are some of the obstacles that get in the way of us achieving a big goal, right? You can go on and on and on, and she can create all this content that's just around that. Videos, content, webinars, right? And then invite people to work with her for accountability and support so that she can walk them through that process in 90 days, right? So that's how you can see it can go from big down to a specific thing. So once again, you might be too smart for your own good, right? You might be all up here in the cerebral, not breaking down what you do, right? It's like, I want to help people transform their lives. It's like, okay, what does that mean? Right? So sometimes you might have to ask yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? Right? So if you say, I help people transform their lives, how? Or what does that mean? Then say it. And then once you have that next statement, well, I help them understand themselves. And it's like, okay, well, what does that mean? Well, I help them get in touch with their inner child. Okay, well, what does that mean? Or how? Or why is that important? Right? And it might be, I help them really get unstuck and get over their last breakup so that they can move on. That's specific. I will pay you for that if I was someone suffering from a breakup and I wanted to get on with my life. All right, so I don't want to be a dead horse, but I hope you get what I'm saying, that it's sometimes your intelligence that is getting in the way from you making money. A confused mind doesn't buy, right? And as a business, what you're here to do is to provide solutions for people. People pay either to relieve a pain or to achieve something pleasurable, right? Either they want to become something, or they want to achieve what they desire, or they want to run away from pain, right? Either like maybe the pain of being overweight, or maybe the pain, someone said, how are you? Hey, I'm fine. Whatever that pain point is. So either they want a desire or they want to get away from a pain, but it has to be something specific. Another way to get at the specific result that you can provide is ask yourself, what is my client thinking about that's keeping them up at night? Right? So if your ideal client is laying in bed, there is something keeping them up at night. What is that? Right? Is it that they don't have a great relationship with their spouse? Is it that they don't get along with their boss? Or they're like, they know they really want to quit and go make money on their own, right? That's a lot of times what our Black women CEOs in our community, you all want to quit your job. You want to make money doing what you love, and you want to fulfill your purpose. You want to leave a legacy for your family. So I could include all that in my what I do statement. Right? But ultimately, I help you get unstuck, because many of you have been in action in some capacity. You're taking the courses. You may have hired the coaches, right? You're reading the books, but you haven't moved, right? Or you're moving, but you're not implementing profitable business strategies. And so you might be on Periscope every day, but you're not seeing any money. And this is actually a recent woman that I met in another program. She was talking about how she quit her job. She had a high-paying job as a medical professional. Oh, someone said I needed the scope today. I'm glad it is helpful. So I'm just going to tell this story and then I jump off, because I need to go do my own profit planning. I'm in the parking lot at Starbucks. That's why I'm in my car, because I didn't want to be all loud in Starbucks talking to you all. So I just want to tell you the story really fast. So, and this is not someone who's my client. I should go actually talk to her about being my client, because she needs help. So she quit her job. She only had $3,000 in saving. Mind you, she was in the medical field, so she was making a lot of money before then. But so that's one issue. You didn't save enough, right? I don't advocate necessarily quitting your job until you are bringing in a certain amount of revenue. So that's the side story. So she was talking about how basically this has been a faith walk for her, and that so she quit her job and she had this opportunity to like go to the BET Awards and be on like some other, like an audience of somebody else's show and meet some other Black professionals. So that's another mistake we often make as Black women CEOs. We confuse influence, or we focus on influence, right? Or having access to influencers, but we're not focusing on income, right? So that's a whole nother discussion in itself, and I'll come back to that. So she was saying like, okay, now she's at this point where she has used up all her money. She has an apartment somewhere living. She basically has a mattress on the floor. She showed it. And she was like, well, this has been a faith walk, and I have faith that it will work out. And I said to her, like, yes, business is a faith walk. It is, right? This has been a faith walk for me. I said, but you need to learn how to, one, make an offer, right? You need to learn how to ask people for the sale. Right. And the only way to do that is to get specific. She's a coach. Right. So the only way to do that is to get specific on what problem can you solve from other people, and then let them know that you can solve that problem. and tell them that this is the, investment for me solving this problem, right? And usually, and there's some other strategies that I share when I coach people on, like, how do you actually create a signature offer, not, trading your hours for dollars. But I hope you can see in that story of how, like, she was focusing on so many other things, right? But wasn't focusing on specifically how she helped people, and then also creating an offer for them, right? Telling them that this is how I can help you and this is how much it costs. So that's the problem sometimes when we're so smart, we actually focus on the wrong things, right? So in our professions, many of us, the notoriety is what maybe helps us to rise up. So if you're the one doing speaking engagements at your job, if you're the one that everybody knows in the workplace, if you're the one that went to the fancy Ivy League school, right? All this influence and notoriety, you get promoted often, right? You get noticed often. And of course, you have to be doing your job well. But that's not the case for all people. Some people just have the influence. And so that employee mindset of, oh, I need to, show up as the best, and because I've been rewarded for that, doesn't translate over necessarily to being a business owner and a CEO. Because as a CEO, one of your roles is to drive revenue, right? And yes, we have to be visible and have an influence as marketing. But if you're just focusing on showing up or being in spaces and not necessarily learning how to make an offer and actually bring in revenue, that is problematic. So once again, you're being too smart, or you're acting like a smarty pants, right? Or sometimes what we're, like I said, rewarded for in our like higher up intelligent professional circles, and you're not being an entrepreneur, and that's why you're not making any money. So once again, you're too smart, either because you're confusing people about what you do, you're focusing on the wrong things, you might be focusing on influence over income, and you're not breaking down clearly the problem that you solve for people. And the last thing is, you're not asking people to buy from you. So as you can see, these are very simple things, right? Asking for the sale, making the invitation, telling people how you can solve their problems. But we get in our own way when we complicate it. And some of it is we just need clarity. We need support. We need someone to tell us, to say, hey, you can actually keep this simple. You don't have to do all these fancy tactics. It's actually very simple revenue generating strategies and systems that you can put in place to do this work. So I'm going to get off my soapbox. But that's what I actually help you do, right? Because there's the mindset piece. So there's actually a 4-step process that I take people through. There's a state of mind, right? And that's to get unstuck. When I said I help Black women entrepreneurs get unstuck. So sometimes our fear, our perfectionism tendencies, overwhelm, and what else? Like confusion or comparison, those state of mind things get in our way, right? So we have to make sure we have a strong state of mind. Then you need the next two. You need to make sure you have strong strategies and strong systems, right? Many times when you're on these webinars and stuff like that, they're teaching you tactics, but you need to put those tactics into a strategy. And also you need to make sure those tactics resonate with you, right? If you don't like being on video, then don't do video. Go write your blog post, right? Go write guest blog posts, do your writing or do your speaking, right? So you also need to make sure that you have strong strategies in place, ones that actually resonate with you and support your strengths. And then the third part of the process is you need to have strong systems, right? There's a way that these things have to be set up, right? Like your free offer needs to be at a certain place in your business. And then when you're making the invitation for people to speak with you, right, for a consultation, that needs to happen at a certain place in your business. When you're making the sale, that needs to happen in a certain place in your business. And there's systems that you can set up to automate some of this, right? So a strong state of mind is one, strong strategies is two, a strong system, and then you need support. You need strong support. And there's various ways to do that. So of course, I'm a coach and I'm a teacher. I do workshops. I do like these get it done intensives with Black women. So either we do it as a group or I work with folks individually. So of course, I'm always advocating for you to invest in other people, investing in yourself through investing in other people, right? So get coaching, get some professional training on how to do this. But another way that you can get strong support is accountability, right? Are there other forms of accountability? Do you have a friend that is on the same path as you and you can all check in with one another? If you can't afford high-level coaching, get a book, right? Or participate in a group program. Get something that might be more financially accessible to you and do the plan. Implement, right? Get that strong support through implementing what you're learning, right? But those are the 4 things that you need really to get to this point where you can make money and start doing the work you love and become the confident Black woman CEO that I believe you were born to be and that you even desire to be, right? So strong state of mind, strong strategies, strong system, and strong support. So I'm going to go into Starbucks so that I can plan out my strong strategies and systems for 2017. But if you like more of this information, I'm actually going to be offering these 90-minute profit planning strategies to our community. And so I'm putting that together because I've been doing them with clients, and I've actually been doing them with some people just to test out, not so much tested out the process, but I haven't offered it by itself. I usually do it within the larger coaching, but I'm seeing the benefit of just saying like, hey, let's just get 90 minutes together and get your plan in place. Like if you want me to work with you and doing the plan, we can talk about that. But some of you just need a plan of action, right? You need clarity so that you can start to implement. You need to talk to someone and say, why is this not working? Like I just said, are you clear enough on the result that you provide? When you talk about what you do, does that resonate with people? So in these 90-minute profit planning sessions, this is what we can go over and talk about, and you can have a plan. And Dr. Ames is, like I said, she's on here, and she knows that we can really get it done in 90 minutes or less. So trust me, you can get a plan and get it done. So if you're interested in that, like I said, on the email list, I'm going to send out some information. So if you go to blackwomenrise.com, she said, we just did it. We did one today. We've done these a couple of times, but we did one today. And she said, it works. Thank you. So you can go to blackwomenrise.com. So black women with the E, so WOMEN. So blackwomenrise.com. Thank you for putting it there, Angela. And go sign up for our community. Go join the community. And as a gift, you're going to get our Black Women Rise Leadership Guide, which has a lot of the resources that I have used to do this work that I'm talking to you about. But the reason why I'm encouraging you to go to blackwomenrise.com is that I send out basically information, a lot of the exclusive information to our community first. So if you want a 90-minute profit planning, I'll probably be making that announcement in the next week or two. And you're just like, I need this session. I need to get this clarity so that your 2017 is profitable. Go ahead to blackwomenrise.com, sign up for the newsletter, and you'll get the information about it. And if you want to work with me right away, you can actually go up to, when you go to blackwomenrise.com, you can click on the Work with Q tab, and you can fill out the application so that you can have a confident CEO strategy session. So it's a 30-minute strategy session when you and I explore whether or not we should work together, but most importantly, you also leave that session with clarity. So that's a complimentary session. If okay, I need to get this done faster than when Quanisha's going to send out an email about the 90-minute profit planning sessions. So I'm going to run into Starbucks now and go do my profit planning. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If it helped you, if you know another smart Black woman who might be getting it in her own way and she's not making any money, please share this video with her so that she can get some of these tactics and tips. So this is Quanisha Green, the founder and chief activator of Black Women Rise Movement, signing off, and your Black Women CEO coach. And I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.